by Raj Kamal Garg. And it says, I am full of lessons today. Yet why do I feel so lost? I'm still pondering. I have seen dark and bright times. I have seen good and bad. I have seen joy and sadness. I look back and see how much I have lost. I started with innocence. I'm full of wisdom today. Yet why do I feel heavy? I continue to ponder. I have dark and light. I have seen good and I've seen bad. I have seen joy and sadness. I have seen laughter
and tears.
I have seen bonds and betrayals. What is this journey? I ask. I continue to ponder. Channeled in pain and love. Kamal. I can see this is bringing some emotion.
My dad had cut ties with me. My dad disowned me. Because he was like, you're not getting married to a boy of my choice. And you're being stubborn on being, I wanted to create a career for myself. I'm a postgraduate in finance. So I wanted to be a financial auditor. I mean, of course, life has its own ways of creating direction for you. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And the reason I house arrested myself,
Yes.
to be very honest, was because there was so much shame. Everyone at that point of time was looking at me like, how could she be with a guy before getting married? How could she be in this relationship? She's disgraced her parents, she's disgraced everybody, blah, blah, blah.
Give us some tissues, please.
And so the shame was so much that the only way I knew how to deal with it
Yes.
was to shut myself in the house.
Yeah. Life has a way of breaking us open. Some situations come that get us to coil and get us to feel dark and get us to lose hope. But today, after this conversation, we're going to give ourselves permission to laugh again, because laughter is important. It is good for us to give ourselves hope and to just encourage ourselves. Sometimes through laughter, sometimes through positive talk, and having amazing guests like I have one today. We're going to talk to our very own guest, and she is Kamal, Raj Kamal Garg. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Kamal.
Thank you.
It is amazing how we met. It was interesting because we are meeting today for the first time. Like
Absolutely.
physically seeing each
Absolutely.
other for the first time.
Yes.
But from your titles, I know you have different titles. You're a certified laughter therapist. You're a life coach, a meditation teacher. What jumped out at me was the part that you're a laughter therapist. That got my attention.
It is quite a unique one, isn't it?
It is so unique. I remember the first time I talked to you on phone.
You couldn't stop laughing.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Yes.
And then here I was laughing with a stranger who I just know she's a laughter therapist. I don't know what I was trying. I don't know if I wanted to prove to you that I could laugh.
No. I think it was the energy that you were already drawn into. And it was like just naturally coming out in you.
Yes. And the expectation.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
Because when I hear a laughter therapist, okay, I've heard of so many other therapists. I've heard of hypnotherapists. I've heard of counseling therapists. There are many out there. Laughter therapists?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to dig deeper into that. You're going to unpack it for us. We want to understand who is this laughter therapist and who pays you? Come on. Who pays you to make them laugh? Who does that?
I have a lot of opportunities, of course.
Yes.
But I love just standing up and like taking charge of the room.
Yes.
And saying, okay, let's laugh together right now.
Yes.
And it completely changes the charge in the space.
Yes. Yes, like you've changed mine already.
Oh,
And thank you for having such a lovely outfit. I mean, the colors are speaking to me, and
Thank
they're just
you, Rebecca.
happy colors.
Thank you so
You must
much,
be a
Rebecca.
very happy person.
I try to be.
Yes, you
It's
are.
very intentional.
Yes, you are. Because your energy, I can even tell. Just being around you, I feel happy already.
Oh, thank
I
you.
feel happy.
But isn't it a mirror reflection?
It is also. Yes, it is. But maybe if I was in if I was in a dark place and I got to meet you, possibly you'd have drawn me closer to
Yes.
that space.
That happens a lot
Right,
with me.
and bring me to that place of light.
Yes, it happens a lot with me.
Now, interesting. And of course, you're on a mission because you have a mission about compassion, clarity, and consciousness. You're going to tell us what that means and how you got yourself there. And of course, here at Off Mute, we love stories. We want the raw part of your life. I know right now you look very organized. There's a smile, there's the titles, there's all that. I mean, your face is made up really well. You look very, very beautiful.
Thank you.
But behind that, there's a story. And for each one of us, we all have a story that defines who we are, that has brought us to this part. And like we started, I remember we were just talking before this session, and I was telling you this power of your journey.
Mm-hmm.
The power of your journey, I feel, is what gives you the mandate to talk to others. It's what gives you permission. All right? It is
Yes.
what really gives you the authority to talk about what you're talking about.
Yes.
Because you have been through something and you came out victorious.
Oh, yes.
Yes?
Oh, yes.
And even if you're going in through something already right now, because there are people who are watching and they're going through stuff and it feels a bit hopeless, it feels dark, it feels dim, you know. I know you're here to tell us that even in that season, there's a way out.
Absolutely.
And it's not the end.
Absolutely.
That's not the end of
Absolutely.
it. Right?
Yes.
But before we continue, I was stalking you.
Mm-hmm. You were stalking me.
I stalked you on Facebook.
Imagine, I never thought something like that could happen with me.
I wish I had not told you before. Because I saw something you wrote that was so heartfelt and so deep. Allow me to just share this. I think I'll call it a poem.
Please.
So by Raj Kamal Garg. And it says, I am full of lessons today. Yet why do I feel so lost? I'm still pondering. I have seen dark and bright times. I have seen good and bad. I have seen joy and sadness. I look back and see how much I have lost. I started with innocence. I'm full of wisdom today. Yet why do I feel heavy?
Mm-hmm.
I continue to ponder. I have dark and light. I have seen good and I've seen bad. I have seen joy and sadness. I have seen laughter
And tears.
and tears. I have seen bonds and betrayals. What is this journey? I ask. I continue to ponder. Channeled in pain and love. Kamal.
Mm-hmm.
I can see this is bringing some emotion
Yeah.
to you. I want to ask why. I mean, you wrote this.
I don't know.
Why is it bringing this? What is this feeling you're feeling right now, listening to your own poem, which is just part of the main poem?
Imagine that.
Yeah, yeah.
I am extremely emotional as a person.
Okay.
And so this feels like an achievement on its own. And this moment
Yeah.
that we're sharing right now,
Yes.
it feels like an absolute miracle. And these tears are not tears of pain, but they're tears of joy.
Wow.
And I'm just mesmerized and taken so wholly in this moment. And that's where I am. That's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I can tell you're fully present.
And that's
fully
something about
present.
me,
Yeah.
which we spoke about.
Yes.
Being conscious, being very, very intentional.
Yes.
While to a lot of it appears like a weakness,
Yeah.
and maybe arrogance, but the idea of wearing a mask and me just don't get along.
Yeah. So what we see is what we get.
Yeah.
That is what you're telling us.
Yes, this is as it is.
Yes.
This is how it is, and this is what it is.
Yeah.
No filters, no layers, nothing at all.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for just allowing us and gracing us with your presence.
It's an honor, Rebecca.
I don't take this for granted.
How lucky did I get to be here today?
How lucky are we that we have you here today? I mean, thousands and thousands of women. Most of my audience are women, and I know they'll be watching, and just listening to you will give them hope, will give them light on their path. Somebody will watch this and they're feeling completely lost, and they'll suddenly find their route. They'll find their path, right? But before all this, I mean, I know you've achieved quite an amount of, a lot of things. You're seasoned, of course, and well said that you're really, really seasoned. But behind that title, behind that smile, right? Behind that strength, because right now you're all together. I know you have a story. Not just one.
Many
I know
of
you
them.
have many.
Many of them.
But could you kindly tell us, before this Kamal that we see today put together, and really who has direction and she knows what she's doing and where she's going, before all this, maybe you could take us back and maybe just a little bit of your path. Where were you born? Tell us a little bit about your family. And now tell us something, that really has brought you to this path that you're in today. Because I know this path, you just didn't get yourself here.
Yeah.
There was.
It was a direction from
There
the
was a
universe.
direction. Yes.
Yeah.
So kindly talk to us.
I was born and brought up in Nyeri
Yes.
till the age of 5.
Where in Nyeri, if I may ask?
So my parents were teachers.
Okay.
And honestly, I don't remember the name of the school, but it
Okay.
was a secondary school that my dad used to teach chemistry, physics, and biology.
Okay.
And so from there, then we moved to Nairobi, and born in an Indian family. I'm the eldest of my siblings. And so that's exactly where my story begins, being born in an Indian family as a girl. That's the challenge.
Oh.
Because being born as a boy is completely a moment of achievement as per the Indian family traditions.
Okay.
But being born as a girl becomes very heavy for the parents and for the family itself. And that's exactly where my journey began, where I had to take up on roles and responsibilities very quickly as compared to what a normal child would do, or even a boy, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
And so I didn't understand all of it back then, but as I continued to grow, being very sensitive as a person, being very also aware is what I'd say. I would just know of what's going on, but I'd also not know what to do with what's going on.
Okay.
And that was also the beginning of my struggles. So I was finding myself being torn between, should I do this because that's what my inner self and my inner knowing is telling me, or should I do this on the other side because that's what's expected of me?
Yes.
And that also became part of my entire struggle journey. And so the sensitivity that I had, which I still have, back then felt like a curse. Like, I was like, why am I this way? Why am I like so vulnerable, like almost the whole time? Why do I feel this way? Why do I, before my dad would walk in, I would know he's angry. Or before my mom would walk in, I'd know she's sad about something. And now what do I do with all this? So as a child, I would be like, okay, dad's angry today. Let me try and overcompensate.
Oh.
I know the words now as an adult. But did I know that as a child? No, I did not. And so As I continued to grow, and this is now something that comes to my awareness, that you're born a girl. You shouldn't have been born a girl. What if we had, instead of you, a boy as our firstborn? And now imagine getting to know all of this, and then how do you process it as a child?
That's hard.
How do you process it as a child? And so, like, again, I said, I've coming from an Indian deep-rooted cultural family. The whole idea was, okay, she's a girl, now she needs to get married. And then I'm being brought to Nairobi. Now we grow up in Nairobi, and Nairobi is a city of exposure. So once again, you're being sliced in between your family values and expectations, and now what you get to see and learn when you get out there, a space which is completely different from what your family is like.
Yes, please tell us how different it is. For people who are watching, somebody from Canada, they're wondering, Nyeri, Nairobi, what's the difference?
So Nyeri, very like a village kind of a town.
A remote.
A very
area.
remote.
Yeah,
And
okay.
back in the 80s, we're talking about no electricity
Yes.
and stuff. But then moving to Nairobi, you come to, the capital city of Kenya. And now you're sent to school where you're meeting people from all different spaces of life, different children, exposure, and stuff like that. So, there's this confusion taking place.
Yes.
So you go to school, you learn how to sing, but you come back home and you start singing and you're told, what are you doing? You're not supposed to sing. Girls from good families don't sing. So you're like, okay. And this is just one example of so many where the voice was being, suppressed, was being made to keep quiet. So, okay, we go on from there. And now, like I said, coming from an Indian family, the pressure is she has to get married.
Yes. Okay, it's an African culture thing.
Okay, but now, because I'm talking about it from my own
Yes.
perspective,
Yes.
it was more like she has to get married. And so my parents get into the process, and I'm in my mid-teens.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes, I'm in my mid-teens.
Okay.
They're like, okay, she needs to get married. We need to start looking for a boy for her. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. But I think I want to be so and so and so. I want to do this in life. I want to do this in life.
Yeah.
And so my parents sent me to India for studies. And that's where the process began of looking for a match for me. And so here I'm thinking, and I'm looking at people around me. Now, please understand, I've moved from Nairobi with a very different mindset to India, which I didn't even know the language.
All right. Yes.
I didn't even know the language.
So at home, were you speaking in your language?
We
which is
used to
Punjabi?
speak, we used to speak mostly in English.
Okay.
And me and my siblings in Kiswahili.
Oh, now I see the struggle.
You see the struggle,
Yes.
right? So when I go to India, I barely know the language. So guess what happens? I'm completely isolated. Okay? I'm completely isolated. And the sensitivity just takes a jump.
Yeah.
And because it's more of, the idea of sending me to India was, okay, she'll study. But the bigger goal was she'll get married. And now when I'm looking at the people around, I'm beginning to get even more intimidated, more scared.
Yes. I'm curious. Let me just ask this. Let me just ask this.
Curious.
You're thinking, I'll be matched to someone to get married to someone.
Yes.
And you're young, in your teens.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, maybe late teens.
Late teens
yes.
now.
So are you looking at the boys around you and thinking, could he be the one?
No.
Could he be the one?
No.
No, you're not doing that.
No.
Okay.
My parents
That
are
was
looking
my
for the
curiosity
match.
asking. Okay.
My parents are looking for the match.
Okay.
They meet the family and the boy. They feel it's okay.
All right.
Then they bring me into the picture.
Okay. All right.
But guess what happens there? They all reject me.
The boys?
Yeah.
The
They all
parents?
reject me. Their families reject me.
You're too exposed, maybe?
I'm too exposed.
Okay.
I'm too, for some I'm dark, for some I was a little overweight,
Okay.
according to them. But when I look back, I don't think so anymore.
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'm not matching their fit for some reason or the other. And so they would constantly reject me. And in the midst of all of this, I'm still studying. I go for my bachelor's. I finish my bachelor's. Now I go for my post-graduation, and in the process, I'm like, wait a minute. If my parents can look for somebody for me, why can't I look for someone for myself?
Yeah.
So I happen to meet this young man, and we fall in love, and we have this really nice relationship together. And I was like, okay, I think I know whom I want to get married to. But life doesn't happen the way you want it to be.
Yeah.
That's where the whole twist came in.
Okay.
Yes.
There's a plot twist to the movie.
Plot twist.
What happens? Tell us.
10 years later of being together, it just fell apart. It just fell apart. Once again, because the boy's family did not like me. Because of my skin color, because of certain family traditions not matching, the caste system, all of that.
Do you want to tell me that there's families that are looking for a wife for their sons? Mm-hmm. Do they have an ideal wife, like physically, emotionally? Like, what are they looking for? What is that ideal? Because when you say, I reject that bag, it's possibly because it doesn't have as many handles as I want, doesn't have 2 zips. So what is ideal when they're looking for this wife?
Let me put it very simply.
Yes.
There's nothing like emotional and mental, intellectual being checked.
Okay.
No.
So that's out. We're
that's
talking physical
out.
and family.
We're talking
background.
about physical appearance. We're talking about the family background, the family status, the community that you come from. We're looking at all of that.
All right.
Yes. And so once again, because I did not match their family system, despite their son choosing me, he did not go ahead with that. And that was disastrous for me. That was very disastrous for me. When I'm talking to you right now, believe me, I have healed.
Okay.
I would not be able to talk about it without shaking.
10
years is a lot, right?
Yeah.
And if I have to go into the depth of it, I was in depression. I didn't know that. I was having anxiety attacks. I didn't know what anxiety attacks are. We're going back to 2010. Mm-hmm. What's all that? 2010. We didn't have that kind of exposure.
No, we didn't know those things.
No, we didn't know all of that.
At least not on this part of the world. We didn't know.
I was in India.
Okay.
I didn't know of all of this. And so I'm having depression, I'm having anxiety attacks, I'm struggling to go to work, I am struggling to have memory of anything that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm driving on the road, but am I aware of where I'm heading to? It was so hard for me in that whole time that by the time, and if I have to be very candid in this conversation, Rebecca, I was actually suicidal.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Because you could not see any other way out. So who are you talking to? How are you coping with that? Because that is too much. Remember, your family is far away from you.
And so because of this relationship, my dad had cut ties with me. My dad disowned me. Because he was like, you're not getting married to a boy of my choice. And you're being stubborn on being, I wanted to create a career for myself. I'm a postgraduate in finance. So I wanted to be a financial auditor. I mean, of course, life has its own ways of creating direction for you. But at that time, I'm talking about, how many? 2006? And so I wanted to be a financial auditor. I wanted to have a career of my own. I had a mind of my own. I had ideas and I had, aspirations of my own. And so when I did not obey him, he disowned me. He literally disowned me. And so did I have anybody by my side when I was actually going through this breakup? No, I did not. Also because I had created my small little world. I had my job, I had this relationship. Okay, my parents have disowned me. It's okay. I created my own safety net.
Yes.
So when all this happened, I didn't know whom to go to. I didn't know whom to talk to. I just did not have any sense of moving forward.
Did you go to therapy? Did
No.
you know about therapy?
What's therapy back then?
Yeah.
No, there was nothing like therapy. And mind you, I was in India, okay?
Yes.
Mind you, I was in India.
Yes.
How can you be in a relationship with a boy? It's a taboo.
Yeah.
You're dirty. You're shamed. So you see, here I am, this 25-year-old girl, having my own mind, having my own, courage and capacity to do what I want to do.
Yes.
And it was completely against what was expected of me.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yes.
And so, how dare she?
Mm-hmm.
How does she do it? And in that whole process, if anything happened, I was completely isolated.
Yeah, that must have felt very lonely.
I didn't even know that it felt lonely.
Okay.
I was so deep in the whole of it that I didn't even realize my feelings at that point of time.
Yeah.
So like I said, I was in depression and I didn't even know I was in depression.
So you're just walking through the motions of the day?
I was.
Just taking a step and just moving?
But then when I look back now, I think about it, life was telling me I couldn't perform at work. So my bosses they began having very regular meetings with me and they're like, Kamal, this is not working out. What's happening to your performance?
Yes.
And they're putting me on improvement plans and they're putting me on, training programs because they want to help me. But did I know what was going on? No, I didn't.
Yeah.
And eventually, with the whole of everything going on inside me, remember, I'm already sitting on this hot stone called shame.
Yes.
Because I'm born as a first daughter.
Yes.
And then according to my parents now, because I'm a girl, I'm not good enough.
Yes.
And then now here my bosses are telling me, you're not good enough, you're not doing good enough.
And all that other rejection from those other relationships that were meant to be.
The parallel
Already.
rejections that are happening, all of that, this hot stone is just becoming hotter day by day. And then the ultimate happens when this boy walks in and says it's not happening.
Yeah.
It was something that I remember even today, the memory of it. And for some reason, I'm not letting go of this memory because it reminds me never to forget myself.
Mm.
This memory, I have chosen intentionally to keep it in my head, never to forget about myself. And everything just came crashing down, Rebecca.
Wow.
It just came crashing down because who am I? What am I without this boy?
Yes.
Yeah. I had no idea of what needs to be done next.
Mm.
So I continued to go to work, I remember, and I continued to struggle. And I was on this path now where I'm planning and plotting my suicide.
Okay.
Literally.
By yourself?
By myself.
For
I
yourself?
had completely understood
gosh.
what I need to do, but I didn't have the courage,
Yeah,
which
sad.
which I am really grateful for today.
Yeah.
And then one fine day when I was at work, I couldn't take it anymore. So I just shut my computer. I wrote an email to my boss and my HR. Consider this as my resignation email. I shut shop. I picked my bag and I walked towards the exit. Before I could reach the exit, they received the email, they called me to their office and they were like threatening me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, listen, you know what, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not taking this back. I'm not afraid. Because in my head, at that moment, I was like, I don't have anything else to lose.
Yeah. Would you feel like you'd lost your purpose?
I lost myself.
Yes.
I didn't have me. What else can I lose? In that moment,
Yes. It's all gone.
there was nothing to lose. So even this job, which apparently at one point of time was my ambition,
Mm-hmm.
did not make sense anymore. So I went home and I closed the door. And I told myself, I'll just stay here. And I don't know what I'm going to do from here. I didn't think about any practical aspects of it, the money. I did not have anything in my head.
Yes.
I was just like, okay, I'm just going to stay here. When did that one day become almost 1 year, Rebecca, of me being in that house? So today when I look back,
1 year, you're
almost,
saying.
almost.
So are you eating? Are you going out?
I
Are
was
you-
not going out.
Okay.
I was just at home. And that is apparently became the life-changing year of my life.
Wow.
That 1 year. I didn't know I'm house arresting myself.
Yes. Yes.
It's much, much later when I came across the word house arrest. And that's when I realized, I was like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I did to myself.
Yeah.
So 1 year.
Is your family looking for you?
No.
Do you have friends looking for
no,
you?
No one. Like I said, I was isolated. And completely cut off from everything and everyone. So no one's coming to look for you. No one's coming to check on you. No one, nothing, nothing, nothing. Where did I get the money from? I didn't have money. So how did I pay my rent? My landlord was such a kind man. I told him, listen, I don't have money. I'll only be able to pay you when I can. And he was like, listen, I'll never ask you for the rent.
Wow. Must have been an angel.
I'm telling you, that year, as much as it was a life-changing year for me, it was full of miracles.
So what was the turnaround? Like this, I'm following, and we are going deep, dark, and very, very deep. And
Very
when I
deep.
think you got to your end, we're still going in and deeper there.
Mm-hmm.
What's the turnaround? How do you get yourself out of that? Because that is so dark and so hopeless.
It was very, very. It was hard. It was really hard.
Yeah.
And so I shouldn't have worn makeup today.
That's good. Let it flow. Let it flow. We're being authentic. We're being raw. And you're saying it as it is.
So when I was in that space,
Yes.
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And the reason I house arrested myself, to be
Yes.
very honest, was because there was so much shame. Everyone at that point of time was looking at me like, how could she be with a guy before getting married? How could she be in this relationship?
Yes.
She's disgraced her parents, she's disgraced everybody,
Yeah.
blah,
Mike,
blah, blah.
Give us some tissues, please.
And so the shame was so much that the only way I knew how to deal with it
Yes.
was to shut myself in the house.
Yeah.
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 It wasn't like I was consciously thinking that I know what I'm doing. I didn't even know what I'm doing. But guess what happened after that?
What?
I was like, I used to, like I said, I was having anxiety attacks. I used to cry and scream. And there was this time I was having an anxiety attack and I thought I'm going to die because I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the moment that things changed for me. When I started realizing that, wait a minute, if I die in this house, I don't know who will come and think of me, like when.
Yes.
And that thought scared me so much that I can't breathe right now. And so I started like consciously trying to breathe.
Yes.
And that was my changing moment. When I was like, okay, you know what?
Yes.
Every time I'm beginning to get an attack, I need to start breathing. Every time I'm going to have, I'm going to start crying,
Yes.
I'm going to start breathing.
Okay.
So that was my, moment of realization, awareness in that moment,
Yes.
that I was like, okay, now I'm going to start using this. And I did.
Okay.
And I did.
And you felt better?
Instantly. I just started breathing, and it like just changed things completely for me. So every time I'd have, and that's when I realized that, wait a minute, it's all inside me. And it begins with my breathing. It totally begins with my breathing, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'd start breathing in and out, and it would completely distract the mind, you see?
Yes.
I'd breathe in and out, and it would distract the mind.
But this time you're aware of what you're doing.
I
You're-
was,
Yeah, you're not like, yes, the story goes you're losing yourself at some point, really losing yourself, but now it's like you're finding yourself back in small doses. Is that accurate? Like you're coming back, I'm aware now. At least I can remember to breathe. I can
Yes,
remember to
yes.
be in charge.
yes.
Yeah.
If we look at it that way,
Yes, yes.
And it was more about, and when that moment happened, when I had this anxiety attack and I couldn't breathe, it's like I've now hit rock bottom.
Yes.
Like, really, how much more can I take?
Yes.
How much more am I going to allow myself into this?
Mm-hmm.
When I started that breathing exercise, a lot of challenging thoughts came into me.
Mhm.
Like, how much more? Is this who truly I am? And so the breathing became a very conscious and present intentional exercise that I started doing.
Okay.
And it is through that process that actually everything began to change for me. So and sometimes it was hard to breathe, but I would still do it. Because the mind would start churning and, in a volcanic process of thoughts.
Yes.
But then, again, I would bring myself to the breathing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when did this breathing exercise that started with one inhale, exhale, become a 5-minute process that now I'm concentrated on my breathing?
Okay.
When did this 5-minute become a 10-minute, a half an hour, 1 hour? And it became a very, very meditative process for me.
All right.
And it became, like I said, a meditative process where I just go deep within.
Yes.
And a lot of things started unfolding for me from there.
Yes.
I began to see answers. I began to understand things differently. I stopped looking at myself as a victim anymore.
Would we say this was your first awakening moment?
Yes.
Yeah?
This was my awakening moment.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That now, in this present moment, if I look at it, if I practice meditation, it starts with my breathing. That's my foundation.
Yes.
And it is through the breathing that then I just let go. And I go with the
Yes.
flow, and I follow the process from there. There's nothing written on stone for me.
Yes.
No.
So for someone who is listening, and I'm sure there's someone, maybe one, not many, but maybe one or two, who are wondering, meditation, what's meditation? Is it different for everyone? Is it a standard ideal way of doing it? What is meditation?
There's no standard ideal way of doing it.
Okay.
You can be cooking and you're so mesmerized with the process. That's meditation.
Okay.
You can go out for a walk and you're so mesmerized with the walk. You don't want your phone. You don't want anybody to accompany you.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to be you and the walk. You're so communed with nature in that walk. That's meditation.
Do we say, I'm looking for a way of simplifying it for someone who is listening and wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Could we say is just being present?
Yes.
It's a way of just being present in the moment.
Intentionally.
Intentionally. That's a very strong word.
Intentionally.
Yes.
Very, very present.
Yes.
And no matter what, you bring your mind back
Yes.
to the activity.
Yes.
So for me, in that moment, the activity was
The
breathing. For another person, it can be anything else.
Yeah.
Maybe an artist creating some artwork. That's meditation for them.
Yeah.
Or a singer.
Yes.
That's meditation for them.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's the breathing. And what happens after that? Let it flow.
Mm-hmm. So during that time when you find yourself, okay, let's go back to your story where now you started breathing 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, and now you're feeling like you're in control. Are you feeling calm?
I'm not scared anymore.
You're not scared anymore. Are you are you having freedom of some sort?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right.
Am I looking beyond? Am I scared? No. Am I thinking of what next from here? No.
Okay.
No. Because was I ready to open the door and go out? Not yet.
Not yet. But you're not suicidal anymore. Because you've come back, you've come
Still
up.
was.
Still was.
Still was.
All right, tell us more about that.
Still was.
Yeah.
But am I even taking the step? No, I'm not.
Okay. Okay.
The thoughts of taking the step have reduced from 10 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still there.
Okay.
I'm still crying. I'm still having anxiety attacks. But what I also understood parallelly is the breathing is helping.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yes.
And so I have to make it more stronger.
Yes.
I have to get stronger with this exercise of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get stronger with this practice. I have to be more conscious and more intentional about it. I have to be now aware. Oh, I'm getting the thoughts of, certain things
Yeah.
that are going to make me start crying. Let me start breathing
Okay.
before the
So
crying.
you're capturing it long before it lands.
I'm now training
on the
myself.
thoughts level. Yes.
I'm now beginning to train myself. Then because I don't want to cry anymore.
Yes.
I'm tired of crying.
Yes.
I'm tired of all of it as it is. Am I looking for some real change? It hasn't even registered to me that I have to be on that direction.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And so, in the process of all of this, I was also having a lot of questions. Why me? Why did she do that to me? I didn't have any bad intentions for him.
Yes.
I wished him the best. I put him before me, Why have I always been treated this way?
Mm-hmm.
And so on and so forth. I had so many questions. And so when I started this exercise of breathing, something parallelly started happening. It's like my ego mind would shut down.
Yes.
And a different space would open up.
Yeah.
And I'll start getting the answers. I'll start seeing the whole of it.
Unpack for us the ego mind.
I'm a victim.
Yeah.
Why did this happen to me?
Yeah.
This way? When I did this, I gave them this. Why did they not give it back to me this way? You see? The ego mind is like replaying a certain activity,
Yes.
a certain incident, and then dwelling in it, all of that.
Yeah.
So I started noticing that this is reducing and something else is happening. And that's when the process, the breathing became deeper and deeper. And it came to a point when I stopped even, I'm breathing, but I'm no longer even aware of the fact that I'm breathing. I'm completely out of it.
Yes.
And that's when the awakening happened, Rebecca.
Right.
Yes.
Right. It is interesting because all this time you're alone.
Very alone. Very. It was just me and my dog.
Yes. Oh, there was a dog. You did mention the dog before.
Yeah, just me and my dog.
All right.
And I think it was him who saved me.
Yeah. Interesting. Now, so you have your awakening. Now you're up. I want to imagine now you're leaving the house.
Living as in stepping out of the house?
Stepping out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
At least to have some fresh air to walk around because now you are somewhat in charge. Not entirely.
I didn't open that door for till let's say November.
So were you going to get your own groceries or were you ordering? Okay, in those days, of course, we didn't have ordering.
I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah, what?
So every Friday, I had a routine. Every Friday, I would go to this guy and pick my vegetables up. And it was like a weekly purchase. And so he knew me.
Okay.
It was an exercise that I'd done for almost, 6 years?
Okay.
So he knew what I'd pick up. He knew what I'd ask for. He knew how much I'd get. And if I'd travel, I'd let him know. If I'm not around, I'd let him know. So I didn't go for 1 week. I didn't go for 2 weeks. I didn't go for 3 weeks. Okay? I'm surviving on the little that I have in my kitchen.
Yeah.
On the 4th week, in the evening at about 8, my doorbell rings and I'm wondering, who's come to meet me? So I open the door and it's him there.
Oh, the grocery guy.
Yeah. And he's like, you haven't been around. You haven't been coming. You didn't let us know. So I just thought of passing by. And he has a full basket with everything that he knew I'd get.
Yeah. Wow.
So he's like, I brought this just in case you need them. So I look at him and I'm thinking to myself, but I don't have money.
Yeah.
Okay? And did he understand that? Did he realize that? I don't know. So he just said, I'm leaving it here and whenever you come. And if you want me to come next week, I'll only understand if you don't come. So then from there on, I'll just be bringing it for you every week.
Interesting.
And he brought the basket every week. And so I just opened the door, get the vegetables in, and close the door.
Yeah. I'm getting goosebumps right now as you're giving that story because that is completely almost magical. Like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. It was the most amazing life of my year.
Yes.
While it was so painful, but it was full of miracles.
Yes.
And so here my landlord says, don't worry.
Yes.
This grocery guy says, don't worry.
Yes.
Guess what happens on the side?
What is happening?
I lose all my money. So I have no money now because I gave it to a friend who says that her father is sick and she'll give it back to me. But turns out that she was lying. So I lost all the money I had. Okay? And that's why I say innocence.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, it's your poem, The Pit of Innocence.
Yes. And so that happens. And then, so how do I pay my Wi-Fi bill? Nothing. The next thing, as if it's not enough, my phone falls and the screen breaks. So now what do I have? I don't even have a phone.
Yeah.
It literally, when I look back today, it was God cutting me off from everything and putting me in that space and saying, you have to go through this right now.
Yes, and you have to depend on Him and only on Him. Because at this point, what do you do?
That's it. And so I'm just standing there and I'm thinking, so this vegetable guy comes and he's giving me vegetables. Okay, let's take it in. So I take it in and we have food for a week. Great.
Yes.
Do I need anything else? No, I don't. And it was so interesting, Rebecca, that let's say if the flour got finished, he would just bring the packet of flour. How did he know? I don't know. He was just putting it there. Or it was about to get finished. And I'm thinking,
He would
okay.
replace it.
And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this sugar is about to get finished. And that Friday, the packet of sugar would come.
Amazing.
And it was so, now that I understand things differently, it was very, very divinely attuned.
Yes, yes. It must have been.
Very.
I mean, there's no one who can there's no way you can work around things like that.
You cannot.
I mean, I don't think you can be that intellectual, such an intellectual in that aspect.
No.
I want to hear how you come out of that. I want to hear that now you're in that deep space, almost in a dark pit that is dark, no lights, nothing, no phone, no Wi-Fi.
Nothing.
I mean, you're just a girl. I mean, girls want to just feel good. There are things that we need to use as girls, of course. Now, how do you get your way up? Because now you're still down there. In fact, listening to your story, every time I think like you are at your end, you give us another deeper end. Every time I think that was it. That must have been it. Something else happens. But now, of course, I want to also now track the story and look at how do you start climbing up. Of course, the breathing really does help. The meditation does help, all right? And now God is sending his own
And
people
so this
to
friend,
just take care of you.
this friend who apparently is a neighbor also,
Yes.
from who we would not meet because she had a night shift, and her work style, lifestyle was more about I'd sleep throughout the day and I'd go to work at night. She suddenly came in the month of, let's say, I remember September, October, somewhere there. And she's like, I've been trying your phone, but it's not going through. What's happening? So I said, my phone fell and broke.
Yeah.
She she caught her up on life with me. And the next day, she brings me a small phone.
All right.
She just gets me a small phone. And she's like, okay, here, you can pay me later.
Yeah.
And that's when I start my phone. But again, am I really using it? No,
No.
not at all. Because
Who are you calling anyway?
there's no one to speak to.
Yeah.
And the awakening, the beginning of the awakening happened with that first breath. But the actual awakening happened in somewhere between June and July.
Okay.
On a certain night. There was a very miraculous event that happened with me and my dog. And everything changed after that. Everything changed after that. The thoughts, the fear, the pain, it just disappeared on that night. Completely.
You just like woke up and it was all gone?
It was gone.
It felt like it was somebody else's story? Is that what you're saying? Or did you feel like it was still you who went through it, but now the veil was lifted? Please explain to us how it felt like.
It was lifted off.
Okay.
And I saw it getting lifted off.
Okay.
Like literally, it was just lifted off. Everything, every dark spot was just taken off. And the next morning I woke up and I was like, it's different. It's all different. But I have to continue doing what I'm doing. I have to continue breathing.
Mm-hmm.
I have to continue meditating. And it is from there that when she got me the phone, from there that I started receiving calls from strangers towards the month of, in the end of October, beginning of November. And mind you, she just gave me the phone, and after that we didn't even meet.
Okay.
Okay. And so she gave me the phone, she leaves. I get this phone call, which was a work opportunity in the month of November, which I joined in January.
Okay.
And that's it. And they tell me they won't pay me on the spot.
You're still in India all this time?
Yeah.
All these things are happening there.
Mm-hmm.
How long were you there? How many years were you there?
A few years.
Okay.
Yeah, a few years.
Yes.
And then from there, everything started changing
Okay.
completely. Like, if I say changing, it's a very small word.
Yeah.
Quantum leaps.
Yes.
Things were happening so fast for me
Yes.
that even moving back to Nairobi was like a blink.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you fit in back to Nairobi? I mean, with all that has happened, I mean, the situation with your parents, there's a lot happening still.
Yes.
So how do you just come and fit in and continue with life?
It was a decision I took to move back.
Okay.
It was a decision I took to move back.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I want to be there anymore.
Yes.
I'm done being with all the responsibilities and, loyalties.
Yes.
And I want to be back. So I just decided to come back.
Okay.
And I did. But my journey was already quite rooted.
Yes.
So it did not matter whether I'm there or here with
Yes.
regards to my work.
Okay. Okay. in regards to your work.
No.
But in regards to your emotions, that's what I'm following up.
I later on then...
Because you're still coming back to the same situations that you left.
Yes. I started after that, I started therapy.
Okay.
I went for therapy for quite some time.
Okay.
And worked on myself.
Yes.
And understood a lot about what's been happening.
Yes.
And it really helped.
Yes.
It really did help.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the process of all of this, I began, back in 2014, it was a journey of now self-work.
Yes.
I have to work on myself. I have to heal myself.
Yes.
I have to. But it started in a very interesting way. People with a similar story started coming to me.
Oh.
People with similar experiences started coming to me.
Yes.
And it's as if I'm talking to them, but I'm speaking to myself also.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
And it is through that entire, one person at a time that I also found myself climbing the ladder upwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And lifting others?
Yes.
As you go up?
Yes. Yes.
Interesting. I have, from my school of thought, I always imagine, because I've seen it in my life, when I go through a situation, sometimes what keeps me going is when I tell myself, for me to win in this space, for me to win, it means I'm going to teach a lesson to someone else. It means I'm going to lend a tool or a framework
to someone else.
Because I've learned from my own process.
Yes.
So sometimes it keeps me going that, yes, it's hard now, but soon it will be over.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to teach someone else how I got out
of it.
Yes.
Yes.
So I feel like for you also, like the same situation, because if people are coming to you, people who have been through the same kind of things, and they're coming to you is because somehow it's because you're an authority also in that area.
Yes.
You have gone through this.
Yes.
You have come out.
Yes.
You're alive.
Yes.
Okay, you're stronger
Yes.
than you started. So these people are coming to you to hold on to you.
Yes.
But you have something to give.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
In fact, I remember when we started, just today we were talking about you can't give from an empty cup.
No, you cannot.
And you told me something very strange. What did you tell me? When I'd said, you can't give from an empty cup. What did you say about the cup? Can you remember?
You'll end up breaking.
You say the cup will break. Those were your words. The cup
will break.
Yes.
You are the cup.
I am the cup. So I cannot give from what I don't have. I cannot just take theory
and give it out.
And I've seen people who teach and give people lessons, and they give us frameworks and tools. Yet they have not lived those things they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They have not experienced it.
Totally.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it comes out differently. It does not come with life, in my opinion.
I feel that because you've experienced it and you've lived it and you've gone through the process,
yes,
the delivery of energy will be entirely different.
It will be different.
And the receiver of this energy, on a certain level, is so aware of how real or not real it is.
Beautifully said. Now tell us, Kamal, and that we're talking about the cup. So the cup, to stay full, how do you fill your own cup? You told me some very interesting things that I want you to repeat. How do you fill your own cup? Because you cannot give us from what you don't have.
I'll share what I shared with you.
Yes.
One of them being very, very intentional, being very present of what's happening. Am I giving? Am I willingly giving? Am I not willingly?
Are you willingly giving?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I forcefully giving? Am I aware that I'm forcefully giving?
Yes.
How much can I forcefully give?
Yes.
Yeah. So being very, very intentional and purposeful.
Yeah.
And keeping very small commitments to myself.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I'm not in a rush.
Yes. Give us examples of small commitments you give to yourself.
Okay. I'll have an apple today.
Yes, just one apple.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or I'll make my bed.
Mm-hmm.
or let me read at least one chapter of this book.
I love that.
That's it.
I am one person who gets overwhelmed when I look at a book. I want to read it. But because I'm not intentional at giving myself a target. So I see the whole book and I'm overwhelmed. These are 600 pages.
No.
Just a chapter?
Just
at
a chapter.
Yes.
Just a chapter.
A chapter a day.
And that's it.
Okay.
And when I see myself completing one task at a time,
yes.
it automatically gives me that zeal, that drive to go for the next activity.
Yes.
So I have very, very consciously chosen not to allow myself to get overwhelmed.
Yes.
It's not that I don't. I do get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be right for me to say I don't get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I do. But then also, I catch myself there.
Yes.
I try to catch myself there.
Before you get there.
Before the overwhelm gets to me.
Yes. So that what you're telling us is you see the overwhelm coming, you know how it looks like. And you know how it looks like, you know how it feels like. So you're seeing it rushing down to where you are.
And sometimes I do fall into the trap.
Yes.
I do fall into the trap. But then I wouldn't let it swallow me.
Okay. All right. I like that. You're now very self-aware.
Yes.
You're now very self-aware. You're not just going through the motions of life.
No.
Right? You're not just finding yourself there.
No.
I mean, you are intentional on what step to take, at what time, which direction.
Yes.
Right?
And if I don't know what to do,
Yes.
I leave it.
Yes.
I just leave it.
Interesting. Would you equate, when we talk about the cup, the keeping your cup full, do you think that is the same thing as self-love?
Keeping my cup full and self-love.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it that way.
Okay. How do you see it?
Self-love kind of becomes, again, my point of view, but I feel it becomes more like a compulsive and obsessive process. Because you're now constantly consumed by it.
Yes.
You know, you're constantly, I'm self-loving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this for self-love. Why give it a tag?
Okay.
Why? For what?
Never had this, say it like this. So don't give it a tag.
Don't.
It should be a way of life.
Yeah, like a river is flowing, right?
Yes.
It's just flowing.
Yeah.
It's not saying I'm flowing.
Yeah. But hey, everyone.
I'm flowing.
Watch me, I'm
No,
flowing.
No,
it's just doing what it naturally is meant to do.
Yeah. And that's how I'd like to look at it. That's how I'd like to. I don't want to, again, when I go into the process of I am self-love, I'm again getting overwhelmed.
Yes.
Because I'm setting certain targets for myself.
Yes.
Do I really need to go through that? No.
No, you don't.
For me, it's very small, little steps,
Yes.
which eventually become a bigger picture.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not in a rush.
Yes.
I don't want to be in a rush.
Yes.
What did I
Interesting.
get out of this rush?
Yeah. Amazing. Okay. So, the call to action. What do you advise our audience who are watching right now? What would you advise them from your story, from your processes? But first, before we get there, why did you choose to be a laughter therapist? I mean, you had so many other options. Laughter therapist?
So when this journey began,
Yes.
I started meeting a lot of people.
Yes.
And one of the most obvious things that was happening was that they were complimenting me on my laughter.
Okay.
They would literally say things to me like, your laughter is very infectious. Your laughter changes the vibe of the room.
Which is true.
And
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I didn't ever think I would be a laughter therapist, for starters. And of course, laughter therapy is something quite popular across the world.
Yeah.
Not very popular, but popular.
Okay.
And I had come across the title.
Yes.
And I had experienced, laughter therapy in yoga classes or in
Okay.
parks and stuff like that. Why did I decide to choose this?
Yes.
I'll tell you. The nature of the work that I tend to experience is a lot of sadness and pain,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And I came to realize that people have forgotten to laugh. As much as one of my visions is to bring peace, but I kind of became greedy. And I was like, no, this is too slow a process.
Yes.
And that's when I realized I can become a laughter therapist. What motivated me? The compliments.
Ah.
What gave me the courage? The compliments.
Okay.
So then I did. I went for a certification course.
Interesting. No, I just want to laugh right now because I don't know. You talk about laughter, it just brings in that energy.
That it just
Yes,
changes it,
It just
right?
changes things.
Yes.
Now speak to our viewers. I mean, we're people who are watching and are thinking there's nothing about life that is funny. Like they look around them. There's nothing funny. There's nothing to laugh about. Please talk to these people who are watching, and then you're going to tell them where to find you. Because I know people are curious after this. They want to find Kamal. I mean, your story is so rich. How you managed to just get out of the dumps, out of the dark into the light, like the poem we just read. How you did that? I'm sure there's so many people who want to follow you to help, for you to help them see the light the way you saw your light. Many people would be looking for that awakening. So speak to someone who is watching. What is your call to action for them, and how do they find you? You can look at this camera right here.
Okay. So if there's anything, in every moment, no matter how dark it is, there's something to be grateful for. There'll always be something to be grateful for. And the moment you turn your attention to looking for that something for gratitude, to be grateful for, you've changed your direction. And that's the simplest and the easiest practice you can actually create changes with in your life.
Gratitude.
Yes. Gratitude.
Yeah.
Being so grateful for being in this space.
Yes.
Being so grateful for being with you.
Oh.
And
I'm also very grateful that you came in today.
So grateful to all that brought this together. So grateful to the person. Just look at it, how the energy is like how unpacking. It's like you're unpacking a box and you start removing one thing at a time. The moment we started feeling this energy of gratitude,
Yes.
how it just started like expanding. Do you feel that expansion?
Yes, I do.
You see?
Yes, I do.
So grateful to the person who created this space,
Yes.
who came up with this concept.
Yeah.
So grateful to the mode of transport that brought us here.
Yes.
So grateful to the people back at home who are holding space for me while I'm here. And for you.
Yes.
Do you see that?
Yes.
So grateful to the ease of me being here, of having this conversation with you so effortlessly.
Yeah.
That's the energy of gratitude. It just starts expanding. And everything else, energy of gratitude is such that the moment it shows up, there's nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
And this is one of my key practices, by the way.
Yes. Gratitude.
Yes.
And there's always something to be
grateful
grateful
for.
about. Your healing may not look graceful, but it is sacred. And if this conversation has started something in you, maybe it's time to take one gentle step forward. That might mean giving yourself permission to rest. Give yourself permission to laugh. Give yourself permission to be grateful. Laugh again. Speak up. Ask for help. Be kind to one another.
Oh, yes.
Just be kind to each other. Love each other. And that is where we all start, because we are all connected. So this was Off Mute with Becky, where we give stories that are practical, they're simple. We have tools that we share, frameworks that we share, and this anybody can receive from us and just take it and run with it, and it applies for all of us. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe for more content. Remember to like and to share. Kamal, where can we find you? You did not
On
mention-
Instagram.
On Instagram, what is your handle?
Golden Whispers from Above.
Golden Whispers from Above.
Yes.
Yes, and also on Facebook,
Raj Kamal Garg.
Raj Kamal
Garg.
Garg.
Garg. G-A-R-G.
Garg.
Yes.
Yes.
And the same again, Golden Whispers from Above.
Golden Whispers from Above.
Yeah.
Thank you all for taking time to be with us. Until next time, it's bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca.
You're welcome.